Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen me, my name is Ashraf. I am an immigrant from North Africa, living here in Germany, and I share my life here with you in this channel. If you are interested, feel free to subscribe, and welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about the German language, my story, and I'm gonna give you some tips on how to master the language if you are interested in learning the German language. So before I start, I just want to tell you that I have here my iPad, and I will be reading my notes to keep them just organized in my head before I say them, because sometimes when I'm filming I just get in my head and I don't know what to say. So let's just start. If you see me looking down, it's just my iPad here, that's why. Going into this journey of learning the German language, it requires the right mindset. The right mindset is key to success in anything and everything in life. Let's be honest, the German language is not easy at all. The German language will take you some time and will cost you some nerve, but if you are determined, you will eventually get there. You will get to your goal and you will be able to speak the German language. You must understand that being here in Germany and being able to speak the German language is a privilege, and a lot of people do not take it for granted. Like a lot of German, they do not take it for granted that other people from other countries speak German. So when they hear you speak German, they will praise you for it, whether it's at school or at work. So it's something to look forward for, that people will be praising you for it. And you have to know that most people in Germany do not speak German correctly. They speak German very good, but they do not speak German correctly. People who studied the language know that German people do not speak don't know the grammar really correctly, so you will be having an advantage and you will be able to correct them. But do not do that. I'm just telling you that you will be eventually maybe better than some German people. Why did I start learning German from the beginning? To begin with, not for fun, because it was a requirement to get a visa here in Germany. I wanted to start at uni here. I wanted to go to university, and it was a requirement that I get B1. I eventually got to C1, but when I came here to Germany, I do remember my first day here in Germany vividly. I was in the train station trying to buy a ticket in the automated machine, and I did not understand anything. I was lost, even though I already started learning German back home, but I felt lost. And in that moment I realized how crucial it is to know German, to navigate life here and to integrate into society. So it is very important, if you want to live here in Germany, to learn German. You're not going to survive just by knowing English or other languages. You have to learn German to live here. To start learning the language, you have to have the right resources, and for me, books were the right resources because they help a lot. I had like this book. This is just for homework, and those are for like the basics. If everyone who speaks German or who learned German knows what these are the books that you will be using in the course if you take a German course. And one thing I also did is I watched movies and I listened to music just to get used to it. I did not understand anything at all. I was freaking out because I did not understand anything. It was not familiar, even though I speak French and I speak English and I do understand Spanish perfectly, and I did not understand anything. It was not familiar at all, and I had really bad anxiety with it. But I eventually got into learning German, and I found that it's easy. But before I started the online courses, or before I started the courses generally, I just listened to music and I watched movies, just that my ear get used to it. I get used to the different sounds and how they speak and the manners and everything, because it is really important that your ear get to know the language before you start learning it. One of the best decisions that I made, it was enrolling in a language class. Being in a classroom environment with a teacher or native teacher and other learners was incredibly beneficial. It allowed me to practice speaking and listening in a constructed setting. Plus, the teacher could explain the nuances of the language that I found difficult to grasp on my own. And when I started learning German at the beginning, my teacher was teacher from North Africa, from Morocco, who did speak my native language, and he could explain to me everything I couldn't understand. It was really good. But when I got to some level, to like B1, I needed somebody who speak German as a native language, so they could stop talking to me in Arabic or in French or in German or in English, so I could only speak German. And I changed classes and I changed the teacher, and it did really help me very much. Speaking with classmates who were also learning German helped me gain confidence. We would practice dialogues, correct each other's mistakes, and even hang out outside of class to practice more. It made the learning process a lot more fun and less intimidating. Immersing yourself in the language daily is crucial. I made it a habit to practice as much German as I could every day, whether it was ordering food or asking for direction or just making small talks with locals. At first I was nervous about making mistakes, but I quickly learned that most people appreciate the effort and are very, very patient. And also, as I said, watching TV or listening to music, it helped me improve my listening skills. I watched shows like Tatort and Goodbye Lenin. Those shows helped me to understand the language better, but also gave me insight into the German culture and the humor. But there were also times where I felt stuck. I felt like I'm not making any progress. In those times, you just have to remind yourself that it's a journey and you have to keep pushing, keep trying, and also making small goals. And when you achieve them, you have to celebrate them. Whether it's just learning one phrase or reading a whole book, you have to always try to be happy for your small victories and your big victories. Integrating the language into your daily life makes a huge difference. Joining clubs, attending meetups, or practicing in communities where German is spoken regularly can significantly boost your fluency. I joined a local theater club when I first came here, and it was a fantastic way to meet new people and practice German in a relaxed social setting. And also, reading will help you a lot to learn the language. Reading whether German books, newspapers, even social media posts help me expand my vocabulary and understand different contexts. I started with children's books and regularly moved on to more complex texts. It's a great way to learn new words and phrases in a natural context. You have to know that learning German will impact your life positively here in Germany, whether by making new friends or enjoying local culture and advancing your career. It will also make your life easier and it will give you a sense of belonging and confidence. And learning German is a process. It never ends. It was never easy, and it's never easy to me till now. There's a lot of things that I don't know. There are a lot of situations where I don't understand anything. I've been here for a long time now. I finished my studies, I'm working, and there are a lot of times where I feel lost, but it is normal. It's not your native language, and nobody is going to put a pressure in you to understand everything 100%. If you are in a similar situation, I really do encourage you just to be patient with yourself and embrace the process, and remember, every small step is a progress. So using apps, going to local communities and talking to people, joining a German class, all of those things will help you to learn the language, to be eventually fluent. But you just have to be patient with yourself. You just don't have to put pressure on yourself, because it is not that easy to just snip your fingers and you will be able to speak German. It is not that easy. Just keep that in mind. You have to keep in mind that was my journey, and my journey is not your journey. We're not going to go similar paths, but because everyone has different background story and background level of things, how they do things, so just keep that in mind. That was it for today's video. I hope you like it. If you have any question, just drop it down below. I will be answering all your questions, and if there was something that I need to explain more about, I will make a video about. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.